This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The members broadcasting these episodes live in New Mexico and Colorado, the traditional territories of the Pueblo and Ute peoples. We acknowledge these are unceded lands, with communities who continue to maintain connections to these places, and recognize their ancestors, their elders both past and present, and future generations. Learn more about Pueblo culture at indianpueblo.org and Ute culture at utepac.com. That's UTEPAC.com. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present A Restful Journey, a Ryuutama campaign, with Rainy as the Game Master.
I swear every recording starts with me going
Gas. All right. So we are here yet again.
Yes.
Doing the damn thing.
To this place. Strange place.
It is strange.
Place of the damned.
Wait, what? We're not even in Halloweeny season yet.
Oh,
Soon.
yeah.
Well, we were driving the other day, to go to the store to pick something up.
Mm-hmm.
And someone already had their 10-foot tall pumpkin headed giant thing in their yard. So I was it's apparently spooky season now. So it's August.
You gotta wait
just
for
to date this episode.
Yeah. I was
That's
it's
true.
not even September yet.
Yeah, after Labor Day, let Labor Day have its moment, and then basically the day after Labor Day, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna do the Zozobra burning on the 2nd of September here in New Mexico, and that is spooky. That's a fucking spooky ass thing to attend and to watch. It's so disturbing. So to me, that technically kicks it off, so we don't have to worry. But not everybody knows about Zozo, so check it out. Burning of Zozobra, the original Burning Man.
That's right. Still the best.
Still the best.
Still the best Burning Man.
Yeah.
Having been to Zozobra 3 times in my life, that's what I thought Burning Man was for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
People talk about Burning Man. I'm I've been to that. What's the big deal? Turns out it's this whole
other thing.
Yeah,
No, that was
turns
me
out.
in
Anything
California.
about being on the playa?
The playa.
God.
Zozobra is the original Burning Man, except with alcohol instead of hallucinogenics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh no. But yes, so we are here. We are ready to play this amazing
Ready to
game.
alienate more of the listenage.
I know.
with our hot takes.
Hot takes they never asked for.
I just get irritated because everyone acts like Burning Man's this totally original thing, and it's
no.
Zozobra's been around since 1924, so just
and
get into
effigies way before that. So
True facts.
I mean, what other town builds an effigy to
a giant puppet,
a giant puppet,
giant
man
marionette
who's hundreds of 100 feet tall or whatever more. It's huge. Not 100 feet, but it's huge and multiple stories high. It's huge. It's an effigy to burning away, feeling like garbage. You're I feel gloomy. I'm gonna say, fuck you, bad mood. I'm gonna stick it in this guy and burn it. And then you have
where the sun don't shine.
That's right. And you put all your gloom into this effigy, and then this guy is off on the side screaming as he's getting burnt alive. It's what else could you not? It's Wicker Man.
Screaming into a microphone like a black metal
so
concert.
this is how I'm learning about exactly what it is, and
so
it's terrifying sounding.
It's amazing. So they create this giant puppet that they basically operate. They do this dance at the bottom where those are the people, little fire sprites that are going to burn him. Then they set fire to the puppet, and there's a guy on a microphone off to the side
just doing
screaming
black metal vocals into the
microphone. Basically screaming his Yeah, screaming as he's getting burnt down, and then it gets burnt down, and then like once his head caves in, then he stops screaming. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
But his limbs keep flailing for a little while.
It's glorious. I mean, Santi can attest to that.
Yeah, they make him move around and stuff. Like it's a full on puppet. Like the mouth opens and the eyes blink and it moves around and all that. And like
sounds disturbing.
And he vocalizes and moves around, before they light him up, and then they light him up, and you're just it's kind of severe because you're just standing in this field watching this happen, and then we're going as a kid because I was brought to it like
Santi.
as a kid, right? And like you don't pick up on just the creepiness of how ritualized it is. Like all these people just standing in a field, everyone looking at this thing. You have other memories that we can talk about off camera.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
And I went back once as like a high schooler because it's kind of a party excuse to go to, and then it was just super. The experience was cheapened because you weren't there for in tune with any of the cool energy. You were just there like, oh, chicks and beer, man. Oh, I'm fucking 16, like, I'm an idiot. And you just, titties and beer. Like, you were very stupid. So at least I was. I'm sure everyone else who was
everyone else was also
16 is fucking genius, but I was
had a monocle. That was cool.
Definitely.
I was a goddamn idiot. So this giant mountain, you're just trying to climb over the mountain of your own idiocy. That's me. Like, the journey started
mountain of its own idiocy.
So it has all these
Sosopra was there.
Precipices, and there was a giant puppet on fire in the background.
So basically for weeks ahead of time the city collects the gloom so people can write stuff on pieces of paper. You send them to like I forget it's not the city clerk's office because it's
it's like the opposite of a letter to Santa.
You're just like,
I think it's
this, fuck that.
Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce. And then they take it and they put all those boxes into the puppet at the base, right? And then it just gets burnt down. And it's Rainy, you're like, it is fucking disturbing. If you go on I don't think this is
we forgot to mention how they load the head full of fireworks too. So as the head's catching on fire, it starts exploding with fireworks.
It's so cathartic though. Like at first it was scary, and the houses that we've lived in Santa Fe, like we could hear him, like we could hear the screaming. It's that loud. And so it's kind of just like, it's pretty amazing. They show it live on television now, which is great. And there's just something very cathartic about it, that just like watching this thing. Plus there's also these other pieces in terms of like how he's designed, and like he definitely, I view it as kind of this response to colonial ideas and colonial like overlords, and I view it like I see it in that way in terms of burning him down. It's fascinating. So Santa Fe's amazing. Come and visit. One of the best cities in the country, in the United States, to visit. So you should visit, and not sponsored by, but if you can visit, when Zozobra happens, make it happen, because it's one of the best times of the year out here.
Wow.
So, but this will be posted after Zozobra.
True.
So, but if you want to just go on YouTube,
not too late to plan for next year.
Right. And if you just go on YouTube, just look up Burning of Zozobra and you'll see what we're all talking about. So yeah, it's creepy.
Huh. Yeah.
Cut this.
Now for whimsy.
Well, I mean, we were in a pretty like serious moment. I remember, and I think that our not our quartermaster, it's our what are you called, David? What's your characters? I'm the leader.
I'm the chronicler. Is that
it? Well, that's the one. So because I've been editing, I know that's the name that Des suggested, and you said that's too much like World of Darkness. I'm going to be the journaler.
The journaler.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you, Rainy. Thank you for backing me up, Rainy, for real. Because like Yeah, chronicler. I'm sorry. What's your problem, man? What do you got against
World of Darkness? Like I said, I'm high-fiving my past self right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No. Please. I beg of you. All right. So anyway, go for it, chronicler.
All right. So yeah, we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. Just a bit of a cliffhanger after having our minds blown.
Small clip. Yeah.
Yeah. But prior to that, we had arrived in Frogtown at long last. We did not bring hell to Frogtown.
No Sam Hell.
Laughter.
Oh my God.
But there was some kind of a bonfire going on. Dumplings were being served. We talked to the dumpling merchant.
With ground beetles and ground weasel.
That's right.
Yes, correct.
We talked to the dumpling merchant and got info, and we got an exposition dump from the from the street vendor.
Which is good.
Yeah. So basically what we found out was that a bad wizard drove away the rain dragons, which brought drought to the swamp. Now, I don't know, was it sanctioned by Frogtown, the kidnapping of the mist and rain dragons, or was this one?
Well, because they are an anarchist collective, some of the frogs decided to do that.
So some of the frogs hatched this cockamamie scheme to kidnap, to team up with the raccoon bandit band and kidnap mist and rain dragons. The raccoons took the mist dragons for purposes that we are well familiar with.
Yes.
While the frogs brought in the rain dragons then scattered to the four winds and began doing what they do, which is causing rain, which has now created the opposite problem where it won't stop fucking raining. And the swamps are inundated. So we need to get these rain dragons out of there. Ren figured out, sort of reverse engineered the song that was used to repel them, I believe. And then it was
it repelled them in the first place.
If I play it backwards, it will attract them, was our thinking.
Well, we were hoping. There's no proof.
Yeah, we haven't determined that yet.
Right.
So then we headed out to find the bad wizard in his fortress.
Bad wizard.
We went to the Annie Smith first, though.
Right. Yeah.
And then what did we find out from the Annie Smith? We found out.
We just found out that
more details, right?
That the old frog guy, what was his name, Roper or something, Mr. Roper.
Mr. Roper.
Let's see. I have all my names.
I feel like it was Robert.
Yeah.
Rorpt.
Yeah.
Rorpt was like the grandfatherly frog who like kind of like caused a lot of this chaos to happen in the first place. So we went back to talk to him and found out that he was like kind of behind some of the mistakes that had been made. Yeah.
And so then his granddaughter was like, "Can we see you?" And
tree.
Yeah.
Tree. And then of course being a young person of extremely discriminating taste.
Right.
No, wrong.
Immediately
incorrect.
Absolutely, 100% A+.
Definitely wrong. Yeah. Fail. Instant fail.
She knows a hero when she sees one.
Oh my God. Stop.
She knew exactly
she
who to pattern herself. That's right. And so I probably end up taking her under my wing as some kind of like protege.
Right. Oh Lord.
Right. And anyway, we set out. We witnessed a swamp egg doing its thing, right?
Okay. Yes.
Which is pretty good.
It was.
And then we got out to the fortress, and my oh my, did we have a surprise in store for us?
Well, we fought some tin soldiers.
We did fight some tin,
that had a bow, a sword, some kind of contraption, and then a phallic mace. Somehow that was entered.
I didn't make it phallic, but that was decided upon.
It was,
see. Okay. Yep. So that was and then we brast in through the front door and found this wizard busy at his hobby desk and
wearing shorts,
wearing cargo shorts, or was it a cargo kilt? I forget.
It might have been.
It was shorts in this case. Yes.
Okay. Thank God. Yeah. Okay, good. That's good.
And
because we know about the underwear situation.
Yeah, we don't.
already.
I didn't need to endanger you any further.
Thank you.
That's
It
right.
was very kind
It's
of you.
supposed to be a fun game.
Yeah.
And and then we kind of left off there with Ren's jaw dropping open because she recognized.
And because he said, "Thanks for bringing this back for me," and it was like indicating Ren, and it's like, what?
Right.
Like you all know each other, so that's what I remember too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, it is. I mean, you assume wizard based on the garb, wizard hat, wizard cape, pretty sick. Cargo shorts, of course.
The wizard of painting miniatures too.
Yes.
Like he just really brings them to life with his brush.
Yes. Shelves of both painted and unfinished
mostly
toy soldiers.
Unfinished, though, right?
Can confirm.
Mostly unfinished, or
David would be able to say better than me.
Half and half.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. A good mix.
Good mix. Yeah.
A sweet red beard. Glasses. Yeah. So yeah. And he decided your disturbance of his stuff at first was, not sick,
not dope. Not dope either. No.
But then realized that perhaps in you coming here, you have brought something back that he has been missing and is in need of. But yes, that's where we left off. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I am flabbergasted, and I'm also regretting not taking a tin soldier and taking it to the Any Smith, because I, thinking about it back over the past week, I was like, dang it! Like, why didn't we take the soldier back to the Any Smith? So, I'm kind of taking a back seat. I mean, I'm the leader, of course,
Right.
but
Yeah.
and I already said you have some explaining to do, like, and this wizard seems very much intent on Ren. So I'm not really quite sure like how to intervene yet. And I respect Ren. I mean,
you respect my autonomy.
I do. So that's why I'm just kind of like, okay, like whatever you need to do, like what's the meaning of that? So I'm mostly curious how it's going to play out before I can intervene. Does he seem violent? Does there seem like weapons around or anything? Because the tin soldiers had weapons.
Yeah, the soldiers have weapons. You do not note any obvious weapons upon the wizard.
Okay. So I take it then that this is the guy I've been looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you know what? I'm gonna make a voluntary roll.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a spirit plus spirit roll. Just see how I feel about this. How long it takes me to react. I thought that was gonna be a fumble. The 1 came out first. All right, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
I rolled an 8. Cool.
All right.
So I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's decent. Okay. So it takes me a couple seconds, but then my face flushes red, and I step forward and I go, "You."
Yeah, that's kind of how we ended. He was like, "You," and you're like, "You."
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Yeah.
Wait, are they like the same height?
Probably.
Probably.
All right, just curious, like in terms of the breakdown, because I have a feeling we have like I was in the front, so I'm tall-ish, but not nearly as tall as Akhenet, and then I feel like Ren was between us. And Akhenet, where are you? Did you come in last?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think I kind of, I stayed at the back so that everyone can see what's going on.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. Okay. So I kind of moved to the side so that these two can confront each other.
Yeah. It reminds you a lot of how Elvira and Aki kind of get into it. It's like tiny little people squeaking at each other.
So it's kind of cute, but it's also kind of like, there might be a little fang coming out.
Yeah.
Might be a little nail coming out here.
But I will say, I mean, with your spirit roll.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you're able to kind of keep it together. But what is interesting to you is that he recognizes you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I will produce the broken mirror from within my sleeve.
Okay.
And
Wow.
yes. And I will say, looking for this?
Oh.
Yes. I mean, fool, you knave. Did he like tries to grab it from you? Do you let him have it?
No, absolutely not.
He's like, I need that. I'm stuck like this because you took my mirror.
Well, I'm stuck like this because you ran away.
Use the mirror to unstuck yourself.
I'll look in the mirror.
Oh.
Did you break it?
Happen? I'll just and then I'll turn it around and show him the cracked face. I didn't break it.
Well, I guess we're both stuck until we can fix this.
Great.
Wait. Okay, wait. So Mercedes steps in and says, "How are you? I don't understand what's going on here. This is a magical mirror and you are in different forms. Like, what is happening here?"
This is a mirror of disguise. It lets you look like a human so you can do dastardly things.
So I look at Ren.
I just shrug. I say, I've never done a dastardly thing in my life.
So then I look at the wizard. What is your name?
My full wizard name is Ken Budamushi. But I suppose in this form, you can call me Kenny.
Ken Budamushi. That's so amazing. All right, well, listen here. Obviously, there's a lot of things happening here, and I look at Ren like suspiciously because you haven't told us everything about what's going on with you, And I say, I understand that people have their own things going on, but we are mainly here because of the rain dragons. And I look at him pointedly.
Oh.
What's that all about?
Well, I mean, there's a good reason behind it. There's a long story.
I would love to hear it.
Okay. Well, hold on. And he goes and makes sure to clean off his brushes so they don't get paint dried to them. It's very annoying. Gets his stuff in order. He says, see, I've always been next to that swamp, and I try not to go in there because it's gross. But every once in a while, there's stuff I need in there. See, I'm a wizard, so I need certain components to do magical things. And,
like what?
I need the meteoric iron sometimes, to make things like the toy soldiers and, every once in a while, some herbs that only grow in the swamp. And so I would just flit my way over there, just being a happy little guy like I am. And then I'm just flying around, doing my thing, collecting some stuff, not bothering anyone. Because all I do, look, I'm not a violent guy. I have my hobbies. I like to learn stuff. But, I was out there doing my thing. This giant frog comes over and I'm like, whoa, fool, knave, back up. And he swallows me, which first of all is very rude. And then brings me back to his town and sticks me in a cage.
Wait, are you a firefly usually?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not okay. That is not obvious.
Can't you tell by my name? Come on.
That's true. Would I know that? Do fireflies have certain names? Okay. Well, fine. Okay, fine. I didn't mean to offend you. I want to just hear the whole story because he basically said that he captured this firefly and then it was gone after 3 days. I'm not
just a firefly. I'm a wizard, insect kin. Sure. I don't look like just a firefly. I mean, I was still wearing this outfit. I don't know why he thought it was cool to eat me.
Wow.
Well, frogs like to eat everything. No offense, Tree, but frogs like to eat bugs.
Yeah.
So he captured you, put you in a cage, and then what happened?
Well, I got some rest, cast some spells, got out of there, came back here, got my mirror of disguise, disguised myself as a human so I could get into their town because they like trade with humans all the time for their any smiths and stuff. But I had this cool book of songs, and I learned this song that can, disrupt weather dragons, send them away, make them kind of avoid the area. And I thought that would teach them a lesson.
And?
Well, I mean, it seemed to work for a while, but then I don't know what they did. It's raining all the time. Now, every time I have to go out in the swamp, first of all, I have to do it like this because someone broke my stuff. And so I have to go out in the swamp with these dumb human feet and they get soggy and I hate it.
I see. Well, so it didn't mean you had to drive all of the rain dragons away.
Well, I'm not a minstrel. I probably didn't play it perfectly.
Where is this book of songs?
Yeah. You think I'm just going to give you a magical thing? I kind of need your help in return.
I'm walking up to him and I'll say, your rash decision has caused damage to so much of my lands. Like, this will not stand.
I didn't do anything to your lands unless you're
did.
From the swamp.
No, that's not true. Because your decision, because you were upset about this frog eating you or attempting to eat you.
That's pretty upsetting.
It is upsetting. I'll give you that much. However, your choices have caused a ripple effect. So where is this book? I need it immediately.
I'll give you the book if you help me.
What do you need?
I need to fix this mirror so I'm not stuck in this form.
Okay, so I'll turn to Ren and I'll say, maybe the Any Smith can help us fix the mirror.
I mean, I'm just as desperate as this guy.
Okay.
Give him a look.
Uh-oh.
You broke it.
You broke it.
How did she break it?
It wasn't broken when I had it.
How did it elude your possession, or who took it from you?
When a angry fox rolls up on you, it's scary, okay?
So you just gave it to her?
I might have run away a little bit.
Yeah, and you dropped it as you were running away like a coward.
It wasn't
and
my fault.
All right. Well, okay, a couple things need to happen here. So obviously we will get the mirror fixed so you can return to your true forms, but not before there's some accountability for what you did.
I feel like that whoever brought these dragons here is the one at fault. I was just making sure that justice was served for what they did to me.
And in the meantime, other lands have been in drought because the rain dragons won't leave this place.
I know that there is a song in the book that can probably fix that. And I am happy to give it to you. If I have to stay next to this swamp with the evil frogs, I need to not be in a form that gets soggy feet. That's all I'm saying.
Have you thought about moving or turning into a duck or something?
I'm a lightning bug kin. It's awesome. Like, I'm glowy, I'm magnificent, I can fly. I don't know why you want me to be someone else.
Well, you're saying you don't want soggy feet.
Yeah, and I can fly when I'm in my normal form, so it's fine.
All right.
Plus, bug feet are great. They don't get soggy.
That's
Like,
true.
look, these things are all squishy, like lifts up his foot. Like look at these things. They're weird.
They are. Well, fine. Okay. Okay, so I think we should get the mirror repaired. However, I don't really feel like you should be turned into your proper form until you actually like are held accountable for the things that you've done.
They should be held accountable for the things they did.
Well, I've talked to them and that's still up for debate. So, but it will happen, I promise you that. So, let's
Okay.
go get the mirror fixed. We know where you live. And we will be back. We will be back to help you with this transformation. But in the meantime, can you cool it on the tin soldiers? Because they were pretty
Yeah.
they were pretty annoying.
Maybe you could make a
What?
negotiation roll to see how Wizard Kenny feels about that.
Okay.
So that's int and spirit.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, I can handle it.
Okay, sure.
Oh, there it is. All right. Int plus spirit. Oh, okay. I was thinking I could use my etiquette, but he's not really of a high rank or status. He's a bug.
I mean,
so-
he considers himself of a high status, being a wizard and being
Okay.
glowy in his normal form. So yeah,
So I could use etiquette instead
sure.
of spirit.
Yeah, you could use etiquette instead.
Of the okay. So that's Dex and int. Okay, +1. Ooh, 18.
Nice. Jesus.
Mm.
So it's almost like he's like mock considering it, like, you know, you've already convinced him. Like, and
Mhm.
plus he's looking at you all. It's like there's the fox thing that scared him by herself the first time.
Right.
He's very jumpy.
Yeah.
And then there's these two other giant people and a frog, which he's not really a fan of anyway.
Yeah.
So he's not really trying to push his luck on this either. But also this is an opportunity to solve a problem that he has. So it's it's really a win for him, kind of no matter what at this point.
Okay.
And so he like seems to consider it. He says, I guess I could take a break from painting for now.
Okay.
I have some books I haven't gotten to yet. Any spells and rules and things like that in them. It's just been sitting on my shelf. So I can do that instead for a while. But how about this? What if I give you one of my favorites, just to keep an eye on things, make sure that you actually do what you say you're going to do?
Excuse me, you're acting as though you have any sort of clout or
I just
any
want to
sort
know
of.
what's happening.
All right. Okay, fine. So give me the soldier.
All right.
Where is
so
it?
he gives you this tin soldier. It's got a very vampiric look to it, in
What?
a hero pose and everything. He's like, this one, it's one of my favorites. I have when you come back, I can show you all my stories about this one and like the adventures he's been on and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Okay, is he trying to impress me now?
Probably. So
right.
I'll have him roll. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. It's a 9.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's nicely painted. Like you're not really sure how he achieves some of this blending that he does in the colors.
Okay.
It's nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you're an impressive artist. By all means, yes, I would like to hear about this, but we have more urgent matters to attend to.
Yes, it's true.
So I will take this soldier. So I pick it up. It's like, he said they're about like 20 inches, 50 centimeters, right? So I'll pick it up and I'll just take one of my sashes because I'm still in like my pirate transformation.
It's true, you are. Yeah,
so I'm kind of impressive
Form
looking
right now. Yeah.
And so I'm gonna tie it up in a sash and like put it on my back with its like so its face is, like it's just kind of like a little papoose on my back.
Correct.
And so that way he can see everything. And so yeah, okay, fine, we'll take him with us.
Very well. And watch out for that one. And he like gestures to Ren.
Oh, okay.
Rude.
You know what? I have been traveling with this person for many weeks, and I resent that. I think whatever beef you have between each other, hopefully you can squash it at some point, but it has nothing to do with what we're trying to get done right now.
Very well.
All right, we'll see you once we get this mirror fixed.
I'll be here.
All right. So I will turn to leave. What do y'all want to do?
Well, I'm going to give him one more look before I head out. Like, watching you.
And he like taps his glasses.
Oh.
Yeah, chuck deuces to the wizard and head out.
The traditional greeting of the bear people. Yes.
Definitely. So we'll head to the Smith. So I think we'll make our way through the forest again. Is this is this tin soldier doing anything while it's on my back?
Every once in a while you hear it murmuring to itself.
What's it saying?
You can roll Dex plus Int to see if you can hear what it's saying.
Sure. That's a 10. Or actually, 10.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. You think maybe it's talking about the seasons or something like that?
Okay. All right. So so Ren, so I'll be walking near Ren. If Trici will let me. And say, so what exactly happened between you two?
He's responsible for the specimen you see in front of you right now. I was just a simple 9-tailed fox going about my life. And I encountered him in the woods playing a strange melody on this flute. Wheeled the flute in front of me. And I went to check it out, and he apparently thought I was attacking him because it was sort of a kerfluffle, and in the course of that I was changed into this form, which is fine, I guess. Don't know how you get around on 2 feet all the time. 4 feet are way better. But anyway, he ran away like a coward and dropped his flute and his mirror on the way.
He had his own flute?
I didn't have a flute. I was a fox.
So you took his flute.
Yeah, I took his flute and I took his mirror, and I've been looking for him ever since. So now we know. Now we know what's going on. Doesn't make me feel any better.
Well, okay. Do you think you'd be in a better mood if you were no longer in human form?
Absolutely. That's what I've been trying to get back to this whole time.
What do you hate the most about being in a human body?
My back hurts all the time.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. You woke up with random toe pain. Oh my God. Oh.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's just not me. It's not who I am. I just want to get back to my old life.
All right. Well,
being an immortal 9-tailed fox is a pretty sweet gig, if you ask me.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you've been interrupted. So
yeah,
let's figure out a way to get you where you need to be. So we're making our way through the forest. I'm not sure if we encounter anything or.
Since you are going back in a way that you have already successfully traversed, it is pretty easy for you to do. It is getting quite into the nighttime, however. So if you would like, if someone would like to make a perception check, that's a dex and int. You can just see if you notice anything, but finding your way back is not an issue.
Okay. Does someone want to do it?
I got it. I rolled a 10.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So there's nothing attacks you, or anything like that. But however, no, I just want you to know everything's fine. But especially since Ren's the one who made the roll, I just think it's an interesting result. So, Ren, as you all are almost like, you can actually see the lights from Frogtown through the trees. So you're almost back to where you need to be. And just at the corner of your eye, you spot kind of this reddish glow. And way far through the trees, kind of behind you, you spot what is clearly kind of a magical sort of form, a reflection of your true form. You see yourself.
Glowing?
Yep. Do you want to use your your ability to open the book?
Yes.
Use it as much as possible.
Let's see. What was that called again? It was called something. Hold on. I have my spells in 2 different places. So.
Well, you have 7,000 spells, so
I
that
know.
makes sense.
It's a thing. All right, Dragonica open.
Wow.
It's so good.
It's happening.
Here's my extra. All right. So I cast it successfully. Spend the magic points, and I summon the monster compendium Dragonica. The target monster's page automatically opens and displays its data.
Great.
Yep.
This normally you would identify this in your book as a phosphorus, a glowing fox spirit.
Okay.
Often associated with someone who died full of envy, and becomes this kind of glowing fox creature.
Whoa.
But in your case, it's kind of your it's like your true form is kind of just following you around waiting for something. It's sad and jealous that it doesn't get to be doing its foxy thing right now.
Oh.
All right. So no doubt a maudlin number comes up on the soundtrack as I stand there, the twilight silhouetting me, and the wind, cinematically tousling my hair, and I look back at this phosphorus, and the Dragonica winks out of existence.
Right. But other than that, you are able to make it back to Frogtown without issue.
All right. So I think we'll head to the Any Smith if we can.
Sure. I mean, it's later in the evening, but not late enough that's like everyone's all tucked in or whatever. They just seem to be, hanging out, maybe finishing up some warm bevs in their little workspace. But yes, so you can certainly go to the Any Smith should you want to do so.
All right, Ren, I'll defer to you in terms of getting this repaired.
I mean, on the one hand, that would make sense. On the other hand, it's been quite a day. I think I just want to go get plastered. So
give me that mirror. So I'll snatch it from your hands.
Gonna teach Ree how to hold her liquor.
Oh my god. There's frog liquor? What?
Yes, of course there is.
Swamp liquor, I mean.
Swamp liquor.
Swampahol, yeah.
Swampahol.
Nice. All right. Okay. So I just see you two walk off, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna, put one arm around Tea Tree and be like, "Come on, Akanet, let's go tie one on."
No. I'm torn between which way to go. Do we go fix the mirror, or do we go party and help and drown some sorrows?
I'll say I won't hold it against you. I can take care of this.
But what if you need help? I mean, you also have that soldier strapped to your back, so.
Oh yeah. So is it saying anything? Can I do another perception?
You can do another perception if you want.
All right, that's a 17.
All right. You do hear some blizz every once in a while. And then something about the autumn. You're not sure what that's about.
Oh,
and then,
weird.
Yeah.
This is very meta.
It's so meta. I love it. So I'll say, I think I can handle this. It's okay. You all deserve some refreshments, and I'll take care of this.
Well, all right. I guess, yeah. Against my better judgment, I'll decide to keep an eye on Ren and make sure that they don't get up to too much.
There you go. That's
keep adding stuff to what Ren drinks so that it doesn't cause hangovers in the
keep
morning.
watering it down.
Little herbal blends and little tinctures and stuff. I love that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. And so I'll pat Akanet on the arm, and I'll head up to the Any Smith and present to them this mirror.
Right. So Tulia sees you approaching. She says, "Hello, back
Hi, Tulia.
already."
Yes. Well, guess what? We found the wizard.
Oh.
And
we're
on our way
in one piece. That's good.
Really, so I have a follow-up question to that, but before I do that,
more of a statement than a question.
No, I have a follow-up question to that. But in the meantime, is there any way you can repair this mirror, and I'll present it to her?
Oh, yes. Let me commune with the ruins. To see what is required to fix it. But you said you had a question?
Yeah, you said we came back in one piece with this wizard, and with all due respect, I was not very impressed with his abilities or presence. He didn't seem threatening, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, my only interaction was with him devastating our environment, so I assumed he was quite powerful.
Yeah,
I
would assume that too, since he also, destroyed my homeland's environment as well, and he doesn't seem to really take any accountability for that. And so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about that, because there needs to be some level of accountability. That's something that I think my father and mother would tell me. So. Yes, so I have other ideas of what to do with him. It may be something, but I also want to make sure that he's held accountable for in your society as well. So he's feeling upset because basically Rorpt ate him and brought him home to be a firefly in a cage.
Wait, so he's the firefly?
Yes.
But if he was an intelligent firefly, wasn't he why did he look like a big bug instead of, all kin, we wear our clothes, we can talk to people. What's up with that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. He said he was basically wearing his wizard garb as a firefly.
Are you saying Rorpt ate a person?
Yes.
Who looked like a person?
No. He looked like a firefly at the time, but apparently
but wearing his clothes?
That's what I remember, but maybe I'm misremembering. A lot's happened today.
No,
So
he said that. Oh no, wait, I'm not there. God damn it.
no. But I'm that's what I'm saying. Like I'm remembering that's what what the wizard said. He was wearing his cloak and wizard hat. Maybe he had a staff, and Rorp really didn't seem to be discriminating and basically munched him. But the thing about it is, there was a mirror that was like, there's a transformation. This mirror is a transformation mirror.
Let me take a look. And she takes it over to the little kind of stone table in the middle of the ruin that they use as their forge. And she seems to be like talking and nodding just to herself for the table. And then when she comes back, she says, yes, what you say is true. It's a mirror for disguising your form, becoming as human. Obviously, it is broken, but I do know what we would need to repair it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is quite a list.
Well, I can help with that. I can write things down, and we can see about procuring those items so that it can be repaired.
Very well. I would need something of very high quality glass to replace the face. Something to silver the back. Perhaps in this area, the only silver you can come across is the sickles from a sickle weasel.
Okay.
And then, of course, if you wanted to return someone to their true form, you would need the light from a true egg. If you wanted to create a disguise, a false form, you would need the light from a false egg. So if you wanted to do both, I would need the two lights.
Oh my God. So now I'm like, I should have gone to the bar. Oh dear. Okay. And is there anything else?
With all of that and the power we have here, I can use those components to restore it to its full ability.
It sounds like that would take some time.
If all of the ingredients are of adequate quality, I could do it within a day.
Oh. But in terms of getting those items, it's going to take some time.
That would be up to you. Certainly beyond my ability to. I would have to go all the way to Sea Glass just to get the glass and fight a sickle weasel or negotiate it with it somehow. It'd be very complicated.
So I'm thinking. Like, I'm glad.
And then, of course, finding an egg, not so much a problem to do true form, but false eggs can be dangerous.
More dangerous than a true egg?
Well, I see you've never met one.
I've only met false eggs?
No, you've probably met, well, you said you met the mean eggs, which are the true eggs outside of the swamp, of course. Mm-hmm. You would need a swamp egg for the true egg, but the false eggs, we try to avoid those when we can.
Where are those located?
In all the places you can find true eggs. That's their thing. Make you think that they are one thing, but they are another entirely.
This is a lot. But I appreciate you letting me know what's needed.
Certainly. And again, that's if you wanted to do everything it originally did. Exactly. It's up to you which components we include.
Right. All right. Well, let me think about it, and I'll see what me and my partners are willing to do. I may just want, I know this would mean a lot to Ren, to be transformed back. So we may just need a true egg for the properties of the mirror, but I'm starting to wonder if I should even bother repairing it before holding the wizard accountable.
Certainly, I would have to defer to your judgment on that, but it does seem that even among my people, Rorpt may have more to account for than we previously realized.
It's true. Yeah. Certainly. All right. And again, do you have like a board or a commission that handles these types of situations?
We, as a people, make those decisions together. Or not. We don't always agree.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And I will be in touch with any updates to send.
Very
you.
well.
Thank you. So I'll take the mirror. So I'll take this little tin soldier off my back, and I'll give it to Tolia. And I'll say, do you have a use for this?
Ooh. Magic imbued with the same iron we use here. Very interesting.
I don't really have a use for it anymore.
Very well. We can certainly keep it here. I'm sure it would be of interest, even as a component for those who come to seek our services.
Great. So I will leave the smith and head to the bar, I guess, where they are. So I'm looking around to see where the swamp bar is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's over closer to the bonfire for sure. Akanet, is your intention during this time simply to revel? Are you keeping an eye on Ren? Are you learning new recipes? Tell me what you are doing with this time.
Keeping an eye on Ren to make sure that they don't get into too much trouble, I think.
Okay.
Kind of taking responsibility for, helping them. They went out with the stated intention of tying one on. And so that can get out of hand pretty quickly. So
yeah. Ren, there is a roll for drinking. Yes. Would you like to make it?
I have a feeling there was. Of course I would.
It's strength and spirit.
Okay. That's a 9.
All right. Yeah. You find yourself easily being offered as much as you'd like to imbibe. You're having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would certainly feel like you could, if you wanted to challenge some folk to some friendly contests, you could do so. If there was anything you wanted to get out of people, you've definitely, there is a party environment around you right now.
I feel like I'd want to run some grifts while I'm here, but
oh my god. You know what? I'm not gonna fix this mirror. Fuck it. I'm just gonna smash it to bits, and I'm gonna throw the pieces into the swamp.
How dare you?
You have like no investment in it, and I'm appalled at this behavior. So anyway, I'm walking. I'm not seeing any of this.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not seeing any of this.
That's just some player insights. That's all. Feeling very disenchanted right now.
I'm gonna try and grift these anarchist frogs.
Sure. Cool.
I don't know what out of though. Like what do they have?
They're willing to share it with you regardless.
I know. That's like that's no fun. You have to grift it off of them.
I mean, they certainly, living in magical ruins as they do, they certainly do have some novel magical items that they have on them, things like that. Normally, they would use those for trade and that sort of thing rather than coin. But certainly, you could pull a grift to get something that catches your eye.
Actually, I'm thinking about it more. I think that's the old. I've been hanging out with Mercedes and Akinet too long.
What?
So that definitely crosses my mind. But
Right.
instead, since I'm having such a good time, I'm gonna whip out the old flute and I'm gonna play that dragon song backwards.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
right. Interesting.
That's weird because like they haven't left. Like you want to like bring more dragons?
I'm very tipsy at this point.
Oh my
so,
god! So you
yeah.
want to flood, basically?
This is drunk Ren.
Oh Jesus Christ!
14.
Jesus.
No, 16.
Jesus Christmas.
All right. So playing the song, I mean, obviously you're not thinking too hard about what it might do to play
Right.
it backwards, but you've played pieces of it
Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
Oh, man. Oh my god.
And what you notice is that as you look around as you're playing the song, you can see many different weather dragons kind of coming into the area and like peeking around and landing on branches and things like that.
Cute.
There are rain dragons. There are a few mist dragons. There's certainly even a couple of sun dragons there, but they seem to just be like kind of like peacefully jamming out. Yeah, they seem very calm in the presence of your song.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Don't
act like you intended that. Come on.
I was ready for any outcome, chaotic or otherwise.
Fair enough. Okay, so I think I'm walking up at this point. Maybe as the song's closing.
Yeah, and you would certainly see Mercedes like kind of these happy little groups of weather dragons just kind of like swaying to the music.
Nice.
All right, so I'll just walk up to Ren and Akinet and Tree and be like, "Hi, are you having a good time?"
Having a great time, and I'll push a gourd into your hands, sloshing with swamp booze.
Swampahol. So I'll sniff it.
Yeah.
Swamp shine. Perfect. I'll sniff it and I'm like, what does it smell like?
It definitely smells strong. Like has a slight sort of metallic smell to it almost, but also like a kind of herbal sort of scent.
Okay, how big is this gourd? Is it smallish?
It's I mean, it's not small, but it's not like Akinet's soy sauce gourd either, which is small to him but large to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I'll just throw it back.
Throw it back.
I guess it's like a strength plus spirit.
Yeah, if you're throwing it back, certainly.
Throw it back down your throat. I thought you were like splashing in my face.
Oh, throw it back at you.
No. I'm gonna toss it back, I guess.
How dare you?
Nah, sorry. I'm not using the right phrasing.
No, you are.
No, I understood what you meant.
Okay.
David's just assuming the word.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Oh. Yeah. It tastes it tastes the way that the fields of herbs smelled when you first came into town. And that is the last thing you recall before waking up in the morning.
Where am I? Where did I wake up?
Maybe we'll get there.
No.
Akinet, surprisingly, Ren doesn't seem to be getting into trouble, other than maybe just indulging overmuch.
That is surprising, though.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
Try to have them mix in a water as much as possible. The next round's on me. This one's for you for special.
Nice.
Okay. So, all right. Is
So,
that how
I
you're
am
rounding out your night then?
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
designated
Observer.
driver, but yeah.
Witness.
Designated
Witness me.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool. Then what we shall do, because certainly the frog folk share comfortable places for you to rest. They have given you much good food and drink throughout the night. Since Akane has helped Ren drink water and not get too rowdy, your condition checks for this next day shall be at a +2. However,
not me.
Mercedes
Nope.
who knocked back a whole gourd of some swamp shine the night before after a long day of trekking and only one dumpling in your belly.
Yep. Yeah, not much.
Yeah. Yep. Yours will be made at a -1.
Okay.
After a long day of trekking.
Mm-hmm.
Crystallized.
Mm-hmm.
All right. +1, you say?
+2
Plus
for
2.
the non-Mercedes, -1 for the Mercedes.
I only got an 8.
My strength and spirit's always horrible anyway, so.
Got a 7.
Oh.
Ooh.
I also got a 7.
All right.
Tough night in Frogtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you did your best to drink water. Maybe it's that it's swamp water, so I didn't agree with you quite as much as Peril.
Man.
But yeah, y'all end up very similarly the next morning. Just to say, I mean, not the worst. The rolls you got aren't horrible, but they're certainly not great.
Right.
But with the weather being improved, at least it's certainly not as bad as it could be. But yes. So yes, it is the next morning. Groggily, you all roll out of your little grass mats with blankets over them, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is your plan for today?
Well, I would like to talk with Ren and Akane and be like, here's what happened at the Any Smith. You'll notice I don't have the tin soldier anymore.
I just assume you threw it into the swamp.
Yeah, of course. So we require these items to repair the mirror. How important is this to you?
How important is it to me?
Yes, I'm being very blunt. I'm very tired and I have a headache.
It's extremely important.
Okay. Well, then I think that, we can help you find these items, but this really sole responsibility relies on you. I don't really feel like we should transform that wizard into anything other than what he is currently, so he can be held accountable for the damage that he's done to this area and my lands.
You get no argument from me on that. I'm just doing this for myself.
Well, how else are we going to get the book if we don't fix the mirror?
Well, we saw him in his most vulnerable state. I have a feeling he's either preparing an army in case when we come back. He had no intention of giving us that book. We have the song, and we got these dragons back, didn't we? Based on your song, Ren.
Yes.
I just don't want him to do this to anybody else.
I kind of look around. I'm like, I think we did. Where'd all these dragons come from?
Oh, are they still kind of hanging out? Like,
yeah, just all perched and sleepy.
Well, when I arrived, they were all seemed to be drawn by your song, and then I don't remember anything else after that.
Yes, the Swampahall packs a punch. Well,
swamp juice.
Clearly, I brought the dragons back. Absolutely. So we took care of that. And you owe me. Now you owe me for bringing the dragons back. Yeah.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the dragons are here at the swamp. They're not in Aricia.
Well, sure. We'll get them there. We'll get them there. If I brought them here, I can bring them to Aricia too.
How are we
In
going to
theory.
magnify your song? Yeah, theoretically. King sucking it.
How are you going to magnify the song?
Yeah, I mean, Aricia is a much larger land mass than this.
Well, we just get the rain dragons back to that area and let them do their thing. They'll bring the rain.
Yes, but can you play your flute as a fox?
No.
I have my answer. So we are going to, we know what we need to do to repair this mirror. My lands are important and people are suffering. You were there. Would you be willing, just for once, to trust me? To go back to Aricia, summon the rain dragons, and then we can procure the items to repair this mirror to transform you back. You have my word that this will be the only task I'm requiring of you.
I rolled a critical success on my spirit plus spirit roll to trust you.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that makes me want to
You're
cry.
besties now. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll say.
what the heck?
I've
never
Over
seen
the-
Ren look at me so kindly. So like, what the hell?
And I'll say, over the ages, I have placed my trust in precisely 3 people, but now it shall be 4.
So I take this as a this is very generous of you, and you will be rewarded handsomely in addition to being able to transform yourself back. The wizard, I don't care what happens to him, and in fact, I would lead these frogs if I could to charge and to raid his castle in order to remove him from this place. But
Rude.
we don't know what?
It said rude.
Why is that rude? But
No reason.
he's done damage to this place on top of the fact that there's very strange leadership here in Frogtown, and that frog ate the wizard. So I still am trying to figure out how that makes sense, but it's really not my concern right now. My concern is with my people, and we need to figure out a way to get the dragons back to where there can be more balance, and then we can go about retrieving the articles we need to fix this mirror.
Very well.
Do you all agree? If you don't, I would like to hear your objections so that we can make sure that
I'm placing my trust in you, as I said.
Okay.
You've proven yourself a competent leader up to this point.
I think the only complication might be that you may have to play the song periodically along our way back to lead the dragons there.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it seems a solid plan. Should work. And this is what we've been charged with ultimately accomplishing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, so I'm fine with this. Even though I feel like garbage. I'm fine
with this.
I'm fine with this choice. I'm glad we can agree on this, and I appreciate your faith in me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, my father promised rewards and status in Aricia, which I'm happy to endorse as soon as we are there and things have been resolved. And I am offering you my services to find these items and come back to the swamp in order to repair this mirror.
It's a deal.
Yeah. Before we head out, I'll write a letter to the wizard that says,
what?
We'll be back with the mirror may come back. If you want to transform yourself, you need to make peace with the frog people and make amends so that there can be harmony in this swamp among all of its tenants. So you have a lot to talk about. But if the mirror comes back and y'all are cool, then you might have a pathway back to your old self. But if it's not, you may be condemned to your soggy-footed body for the rest of your days.
Oh, work. I love that.
Signed, a friend.
Do you want to get this letter to the wizard then?
Yeah.
I need to have it delivered. I don't think I need to like take it there. So I need
Tree
to
Could Tree take it?
Somebody.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
You might be able to get someone to go. You also think you could probably get the toy soldier to take it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If I go back to the Any Smith.
Sure. Okay.
Saying like, that toy soldier, I actually need to send it home with this missive in its swamp proof pouch. Because it's only about yay high. You don't want it like slogging through the.
Does it have a very stylish black leather backpack?
Of course it does. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I love that. I love that touch. That's perfect.
All right. So you give the letter to the toy soldier and explain that it's for its master. And it looks sullen. And then you get distracted for a moment by just like a large water beetle that like walks across in front of the toy soldier, and then it vanishes. It is no longer there when the beetle walks past.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
I mean, iridescence is my favorite color. So
there you go.
So shall we? So I'll tell Toya, like, we will be back to repair the mirror. In the meantime, please try and understand that this wizard has been instructed to make peace with your people.
Yes, I think while you are away, there are many things we have to do for our part as well.
Yeah, and I will tell, this is not just your responsibility, but Rorp's as well.
Oh, don't worry. I know he's the one at the center of this.
I think I might have some words for him, actually, before we leave.
Very well.
All right. Thank you for your help, and we will be back to repair this mirror.
Thank you. You are doing things that are not required of you to help us as well.
Happy to help. So, dashingly leave the Any Smith and head to where Rorp's, where his little perch is.
Yep. He's still telling stories by the fire. It seems to be his thing, but when he sees you approach, he gets really quiet and he kind of like, all right, now everyone go along, do your things, do your work.
So I'll say, look, we know that you ate the firefly.
Lightning bug.
I mean,
Kenny the lightning bug. He was wearing a wizard outfit when you ate him. Is that true?
Well, when you put it that way.
He looks very embarrassed. He's like, well, yes, it was wearing an outfit, but it was so shiny. It looked delicious.
I know.
Imagine a giant burrito floating through the air. Would you not do the same?
I can't say that I probably would do the same thing you did, honestly.
And so like what if the burrito is wearing a tiny hat? Still a burrito.
I'm not judging you, Rorp. I know my tone is sharp, but I am not judging you, because I any of us can fall victim to our appetites. Exactly.
Yes, would not eat a wizard burrito.
Yeah, I can't really say I wouldn't.
I know.
That might actually make me want to eat it more if a burrito is wearing a wizard's hat.
Yeah, right.
Because you're like,
I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is Kenny is a snack.
Oh my God.
Well, maybe in that form for sure. And as a frog, I'm sure it's irresistible. So we have asked Akanet penned a very helpful letter, and in fact a very diplomatic letter that I'm very impressed with. That will hopefully encourage Kenny to come to the swamp here and make peace with you all. And you need to be willing to do that because you had a part to play in this as well.
Yes, I think I have an idea for something I can do.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure you were aware. We're going to leave, but we will come back at some point later to tend to some other items. But in the meantime, good luck, and please try to be honest in your dealings here.
Yes, I'm learning that is something I should do.
Very good. So I'll pat him on the shoulder, frog shoulder, and so I'll look at Ren and I'll be like, "Are you ready?" And Akhenet, "Are you ready to go?"
I am ready.
Brandish the flute.
All right.
Yeah.
What is first on your list of things you'd like to tackle for this repair?
Well, I think we want to take the dragons. We want to take the dragons back to Arichia first.
Okay.
And then we can figure. We're going to kind of backtrack. I mean, we're going to. I think
basically you're thinking like we take the dragons back first so that I can get changed back into a fox at my convenience.
So you have people lips for your flute.
Exactly.
And then fix them later.
Because I think like we can get. I think we can stop by Sea Glass to pick up Elvira and Aki, right? And so pick up our things there because the Octatine was taking care of our stuff. So we can like go back to Sea Glass to also get some high quality glass from my aunt.
Oh, there you go.
Right, and then ask her where we could procure some silver as well. And then I'll tell you two about the eggs. So we want to look for a true egg and a false egg. Apparently a false egg is almost not in any way different from a true egg. So yeah, they're really annoying. So we'll have to figure out a way to I'm just at this point of the journey, I'm sensing like I want my own bed. I think I'm at that point where I'm like, I want to be home. I want to see my mom and dad. I want to see the lands restored. So I'm feeling I'm a little curt. So yeah. So apparently there's a light that we have to get a light from a true egg and light from a false egg, but that's only if we want the mirror to have all of the properties that it came with.
Well, yeah, it should. Should have all the properties.
Never half-ass two things. Just whole-ass one thing.
Right?
An old bear saying.
Yeah, it is an old bear saying for sure. Absolutely.
You want those cheeks to look symmetrical.
Kind of like what your permit said for the illegal pop-up restaurant you had in Arichia.
That's right. I have a permit.
So be on the lookout for false eggs or true eggs because we can then use them. But we have some dragons to lead. So
okay.
So let's head to Sea Glass in that direction.
All right. So you are playing your Piper sort of dragon song along the way then. Very well. Since you are traveling back a way you have already traveled, you do not need to worry about like your direction checks for traveling. However, you did say that you're keeping an eye out for true and false eggs, correct? Very well, very well. All right. So if someone or someones are doing that, we can certainly roll those beautiful perceptions. Otherwise, if folks are doing anything else like herb gathering or whatever other things you like to do along the way, you can do that too. But yeah, that would be our next step. So first is through the swamp then.
Yep.
All right. So who would like to do what? I know, Ren, you are playing your song. So you may roll for song if you'd like to.
Okay.
Gather them herbs.
8.
Okay.
8.
8. All right. You perhaps it was the rough night sleep. Your breath control is not quite as good this morning, but you get it under control. And what encourages you is that it doesn't seem all of the dragons leave with you. An appropriate number of rain dragons seem to be following you as you play your song.
Okay.
Some of them are like, you know what? We like it here.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to ourselves. We reached a consensus. Some of us putting down roots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
And then Mercedes, go ahead and do a Dex and Int for me, just to keep an eye out for these ingredients that you need.
8. 8.
8. Wow. All right. Very popular role.
It is. Yeah.
The Ocho. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, an 8. Okay. You are keeping an eye out, and you know what you're looking for is an egg. One way or another.
Right.
And
mostly just because I'm scared of them, but
yeah, you do, since you're still in the swamps, you do spot one, and maybe it's a relief that it's like that leathery sort of egg you associate with the nice swamp eggs, the two glowing eyes. But you can see one kind of just sitting over in the muck, doing little eggy things.
All right. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna approach it.
Okay.
And
it looks like an egg.
So I'm gonna like tap it with my hand, like I'm gonna like kind of poke it.
Okay, so you're going so you touch it. I'm gonna ask the GM question.
Yeah.
So you touch it?
So you
yes,
touch
I
it,
do.
right?
Yes, I do. That's what I said. Did I stutter?
Tell me you haven't played D&D a lot without telling me you haven't played D&D.
All right. I need you to make an int plus int roll, please.
Okay, that's great. That's good. That's excellent.
Good, wonderful. Love to.
Yep.
Never wanted to do something more in my life.
That is a 14.
Okay. I also need everyone else to make an int plus int check.
No. No, sorry, everybody.
That's 12.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what I got. A 5.
Oh God. Oh no.
So basically what happens is it's like Mercedes like, oh, an egg. And everyone's like, do, like, because it's in one of those nice eggs. So everything's fine. And then as Ren and Mercedes, as you get close, you notice that although it has the kind of shape of an egg and like the eyes don't seem to glow quite right. And you notice like a strange like fissure that runs down the center of the egg. And so you start to kind of slow up, but not hawking it though. He's like, it's a nice egg, and walks all the way up to it. As the fissure splits, revealing giant crab-like claws. And the main part of the egg becoming the large body of this false egg creature.
That's
which means,
a false egg?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's a giant crab that disguises itself as a large egg. And it stays still for long periods of time, attracting people over to it so it can nom on them.
Nom?
Yes. They're very mean.
Yes, nom.
The book says approach with extreme caution.
Ooh.
Hawking it? No.
No, I'm actually relieved because anytime there's like, it's an egg, like I've seen Alien way too many times. And I'm like, nope. Nope, right the fuck out. Look at that big egg. Why don't you like lean over and look into it?
No.
Wow. Oh, I'm so amazed. I'm just a jaw agape looking at this thing. Like, no, you wouldn't catch me in any scenario doing that.
Well, that's
was
true role playing.
Yes. Yes. I don't know.
So
it transforming into a crab is like fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like now you are the egg. No, secret to how eggs happen.
my
They
gosh.
eat bears. No, so yeah, this giant
No.
crab with like 2 yellow eye spots, like one on each claw, starts
Ooh.
like clapping at the air with its little pinchers. And yeah, we will start because of this with Akane alone in the front.
No.
And Mercedes and
All
Ren
right.
in the back.
Here we go. Making an
Mhm.
egg. Making a
Okay.
combat egg.
An egg to fight an egg.
And as you roll your initiatives,
Mhm.
Akane will have a -2 to that roll.
Ooh.
For you are
Damn.
surprised by the
Yeah.
transformation of this egg into a strange, angry crab monster.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Visions of ramekins of clarified butter and loaded baked potatoes dancing in my head. So
Mhm. Oh yeah.
cheddar biscuits.
All right.
10 the hard way. Okay, cool. Minus
2.
whatever you said.
2.
-2, 8. Okay, cool. 8.
Okay.
Ooh, 10 would have been good.
Got a critical success on my initiative again.
Again.
Didn't I do that once before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, well then, for the first time, a critical success on my initiative. I got a 17 total.
Wow.
Wow,
All right.
Nice.
that's cool.
I got a 8.
And the crab, being large and slow, has a 5.
Okay. All right. So it's Ren. And then my condition was like not cool. I think it was like 5. I think so then it's
Oh, but you're rolling your initiative.
Hmm?
Dex plus int.
I already rolled my initiative. I'm talking about
okay.
so like
Okay.
in terms of the initiative order, it goes initiative number and then the condition, right, Rainey?
If they're tied, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
if they're
like
tied.
Akhenet and I were
Gotcha.
tied, so Akhenet goes before me.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And then I go.
What does close area mean when you're talking about range?
Let's find out.
Do we have to place objects too?
Yeah, we'll do that. They have to be only one area away. So,
Okay.
which means if you are in the back, you would have to move to the front to hit it.
Dang it.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're in the back.
Curses.
Okay. I will be right back. Okay. So just
Yeah.
1 second here.
Do y'all just want to take a quick break then?
Let's do a break.
All right, cool.
Sure.
Huzzah! All right.
BRB.
2, 2. Resume. And we're back.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh,
So-
all right. So yeah. So I have the order here. So I have Ren, Akhenet, Mercedes, me, and then the crab.
Okay. Why don't we just place our objects in that order
Yes.
then? So, Ren,
Mhm.
what object is upon the battlefield
Mhm.
and where?
Ooh. So you said the fake egg was kind of off the path, right?
Yes,
In
in the sludge.
the sludge. So
Mhm.
maybe there's a big mangrove tree,
Mhm.
you know, like with its branches spreading out over it. It's like in the
Okay.
shade of this tree.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Akhenet is next.
What's next? We've got a big tree. Let's say that there's a bunch of like deadfall around it. It's like there's not a
Okay.
groundskeeper
Mm-hmm.
to scoop it up. So
Mhm.
there's piles of branches and vines and brambles and beetles and other
Okay.
things that you encounter in a forest floor.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say that there are I'm trying to think because I'm trying to think of the times that we've done this and like how often do I use any of the objects? Oh, I think that the false egg maybe was collecting like river rocks and stuff. So there might be like a pile of like river rocks like on our side of things.
Okay.
It's just this little like pile of all these little stones.
Got it.
That are just really clean and polished and like smooth.
Like
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And then crab person.
I will say that the area that Akanet has stumbled into approaching this egg, the muck there is quite sludgy and a little too deep. Your boots like to get stuck in it, sort of muck.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's quite viscous and clingy, even
Yeah,
for my
it makes a
mud
schlorp
boots.
sound. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, do you
even
have
with the
some-
mud
this
boots?
type of mud
Yeah.
got its name.
Yeah.
Schlorp.
Schlorp.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Noted.
It's like
Okay, so
dirt and mud and whatnot, stone. It always has weird names like regolith or schist. So schlorp is not out of the ordinary.
I mean, fair.
yeah. So
Right.
Ren is first.
Okay. I'm gonna get on my flute.
Oh,
And now you can either move or do something, right? You can't combine the two.
right.
Right. So you can take an action which includes movement, magic, assessing the situation, defending, attacking, and such things.
Okay.
But yes, one of those things on a turn.
All right. So I'm going to play a song. I'm going to spend a precious hit point. Play a song called Good and Power. And
Nice.
that, let's see, if successful. Well, yeah, I mean, I got a 4. I don't know if that's successful or not. Says, if successful, all party members get +1 on next roll.
I think we're going to get a -2.
Is the difficulty of your songs like terrain?
Probably. I don't know. It
Okay,
just
let me
says, if successful.
Yeah. Usually it is. So I mean, I would assume it's not going to be successful, but let's see. Yeah, topography.
So
All right.
how do I spend the fumble point? Can I re-roll?
Oh.
All right. So you can spend a fumble point and half your MP to add +1s to your roll.
Okay. Half my remaining NP?
Yes.
Okay.
However, I will tell you that your difficulty in a swamp, because swamps are a difficult area, is 10.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, so obviously adding 1 to my roll won't do any good.
Right. You could always try it again on a future round, because that's the thing about Ryuutama is it's like, yeah, you could do it again, like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I would say, like, I'm just letting you know, it'd probably be wasteful to spend your fumbles on this one. But yeah. But what happens that you can't get your song out?
I think as we were moving forward, I stumbled a little bit and had to put my hand out to steady myself. I got some swamp mud on my hand.
Schlorp. You got schlorp.
I got some schlorp on my
Right.
hand, and you can't play a flute with schlorp.
That's true. Yeah.
Gross.
Everyone knows this.
There's like a big bubble that's like, poofing out of the end of the flute. And I'm like,
because it's kind of mucilaginous
looking at it.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like looking at it out of the corner of my eye, like ugh.
Very good. Very good.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. So Akanit's next.
I just have to keep it simple and try to crack the carapace with my knife.
Oh.
So
You're like, not an egg.
Yeah, not an egg. It's crab. Crab's delicious.
Crack it open.
Let's get it on.
It's an Iron Chef
right.
competition all of a sudden.
Yep. A la cuisine.
Oh my God.
Hopefully. Am I going to have the right dice?
Oh,
Yes.
Do
Good.
you? That's the question.
All right. Shit. Just
Oh.
rolling like ass today.
oh,
As a total of 6.
oh man.
6 is enough to hit a false egg.
Yay!
I
Wait,
will
wait,
tell
wait.
you this. They are not hard to hit because they are big and surprisingly not armored. However, when it gets to crab turn, I do not recommend getting hit by them.
Okay. Ooh.
That's
All right.
terrifying. That was really scary. Rainy, anytime you say that like we're scaring you with our game, like what you just said scared the crap out of me. So
Oh my
just
God.
So
please
maybe
know
try to
that-
kill it before its turn. I don't
So,
know what to tell you.
yeah,
There's a lot of
you're-
D10s on this page is all I'm saying.
my question though about the
Yeah.
false egg, and maybe Tolia told me and I'm forgetting,
Mm-hmm.
but does the false egg have to be alive for its light to be procured?
You think that as long as someone is skilled in harvesting a creature, then if you best it in combat, you can probably get what you need.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And
So
your
someone
chef
with-
is skilled, so as long as he doesn't
Yes.
get knocked the F out,
Oh
he
my
should be all right.
God.
I
No
do,
pressure. No
but-
pressure.
That's Dex plus Int to harvest materials and
Oof,
not
oof.
exactly my strong suit. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
Fine. So
but-
we believe in you.
I can roll damage on that here. So that is just 1d10. So let's see what we got. 3.
All right. Mhm, mhm, mhm. All right. Perhaps maybe because seeing that it's a crab, what you're expecting is something hard that you can like crack into. But since this one is disguised as one of the leather eggs, your blade kind of like sinks into it and then like springs back out. You do some damage. You see a slight tear along the leathery exterior, but this is a soft-shelled false egg.
Yeah, it's one
So-
of those little squishy leathery eggs
Yep.
Yeah,
that are more
checks out.
spherical than oblong.
So it still seems in good shape. They're quite beefy, these boys. All right.
We'll see
Who
about
is
that.
next?
Me. I am
Yay.
next. And I am going to wield my cute sword and say something to the effect of
Uh-huh.
things are happening and
got?
I am saying things that
Yes.
are twinkle, twinkle, little light brings love and friendship on a starless night. Pacha!
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah,
going to transform me into my
magical
pirate
girl
mode.
transformation music plays. There is a
Yes.
sound of waves crashing in the background as your pirate outfit like
Yeah.
swirls into existence on you. Uh-huh. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that considered a move?
Your transformation I would say you can make an attack during your transformation sequence.
Okay, so I want to bring the cute sword just right down on its head.
Okay. In order to do this, because we are allowing you to make an attack, you do have to have some sort of quippy thing to say during your attack, because you're doing it as part of your transformation.
Yes, I am. So I'll say,
Mhm.
I'll say, we ordered eggs, not crab. Pachoo!
Ooh,
Oh, mhm.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
And bring that sword down. So
Yep.
damage is so it's kind of a light blade, right? It's similar
Yes.
to my rapier. So damage is 7.
Oh, we run into this every time because of the way that it's noted on there. Hold on.
Right.
Light
Sorry.
blade. No, not your fault. It's a funky thing. 63. Haha. All right. Dex. Okay. Your damage is int -1. So
Int,
roll your
that's right.
int and then subtract 1.
Okay, I'm finally writing it down. So
You're good. You're good.
int -1. So I'll just roll my int and subtract 1, as you just said.
Yes.
Oh my god. 3.
Okay. Excellent.
No,
All right. Yeah, no,
not
everything's
excellent.
fine. It's
no,
good.
it's not.
Yeah.
How dare you?
So yes, you have transformed, said something that if the crab understood you, very, very offensive.
Very amusing.
Yeah. And you bring your cute sword down on the leathery hide of this crab. And again, that little tear gets a little bit bigger. Maybe the cuteness of your sword makes it more effective. But it is still in attack stance.
No.
And I believe it is my turn.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
No.
All right, so let's see. So it sounds to me like both you
Yes.
and Auckland are kind of in the
Yes.
front now. Okay.
Yes,
I
it's
see.
true.
I see. Very good. All right, so this one and this one. Wow, it rolled very low.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a 4.
Oh.
I don't think it's used to being ganged up on by such competent fighters. Usually it just ambushes little critters and stuff as they wander over. So it takes kind of this slow swing at you, kind of like old like kaiju movies. It's just this big like rubbery foam like thing flailing across the screen that you all kind of can dodge out of the way of really easily.
I love that.
But yeah. All right. Well, that is the egg's turn.
Okay. All right. Very good. We're back at the top with Ren. Did we all like roll 3 on our like damage of this thing? We all rolled 3.
I didn't do any damage. I'm gonna just move up to the front on this.
Very well. Yep.
Yep.
Would you like to move up behind the pile of rocks and use those? Or are you saving those?
I have a plan.
Okay, very well.
Cunning plan.
Very well. All right. Very good. Okay. So Ren has moved up into position. Everyone is in the front line facing this dire foe.
So Akonit's next.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
not used to being that high in the rotation here.
Yeah, the rolls were not good today.
Rolls were not great, and also there's just one crab, so we're lucky.
Well, that too.
Yeah, I mean, I hit stuff with my knife sword when we are in situations like this. That's what I do. So
cool.
Here we go. I mean, I don't need to roll high to hit it.
Not super high.
So 10.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What I need to do is roll high on this freaking damage. Guy.
Yeah.
I need to
do. That's true.
All right. 7. That's better.
Yay!
Can I use a fumble point on a damage roll or only on a skill check?
You can use it on whatever you want. If you want to increase it by 1.
Yeah, let's increasify it by 1. I got 3 fumble points. I might as well use some of them.
Are you only using 1?
Oh.
I mean, nah, fuck it. Let's use all 3.
Yay.
Okay. Yes, the burly bear brings down his cooking knifey cleavery thing with its very sharp edge and other knifey words. Especially already seeing this opening now that has been made by both you and Mercedes, and the main body of the false egg splits open, revealing a very crabby looking meat interior.
Right.
Yes, it is still standing, but it looks very injured at this point.
All right. So I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And yeah, so I mean, in terms of like, I guess I'm concerned about our plan to harvest the light from this false egg versus, like just killing it and eating it, which apparently is what we do a lot of this game with eggs.
Yep.
So I'm kind of, maybe I'm peering to see if there's any like Ratatouille action going on. Like maybe there's like a little mini like evil egg inside of it, like an actual like oblong egg operating the crap. What the fuck, man? Hey, I was traumatized by that outcome. That blew my
really
mind.
disturbed you.
It really disturbed me.
You still haven't recovered. Honestly.
I have not. I obviously. Yeah, I thank you to point it out more for everybody. But
you keep bringing it up.
Quiet you. So so I'm peering to see, and so I look at Akhenet and I'll just say, like, we need the light from the false egg before I do my other part of the action, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could talk for free. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Ooh,
and so I'm good.
Yeah.
What? Oh
I know,
my god!
such generosity.
No, it's not generous
Game
at all.
master. I let you talk and do things at the same time.
It's so generous. So Jesus. Christmas. Okay, so basically I'm gonna just attack again with my cute sword. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attempt to do this, and so yeah. And so the damage is I do I have to do another quippy quip or
no, because you're not in transformation, but you do have to roll your accuracy on your light.
That's right. Yeah, so it's 15.
But you do get a +1 on your cute sword. When you're tenfold.
Yes. So I got my dex plus int plus. Oop, there goes my pencil. Okay, dex plus int plus 2. Oh wow, that's 11 plus 2. That's 13.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. You may hit the thing.
And int -1. Oh lord. Oh my god. 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No.
You hit it in one of its giant elbow joints, and a small fissure appears.
This is taking way too long. All right, yeah. All right.
It's because you're doing 2 and 3 damage, because dice are mean sometimes.
Very, very mean. So the
What's
crab
the
is
thing
next.
we have to get from this?
The light.
There's light involved?
Yes. Oh my goodness. So all right, let's retcon really quickly. I described to you two that Tolia told us that we need to get a light from a true egg and a light from a false egg to repair the mirror. Mm-hmm. And so we need to somehow extract the light from this false egg in order to repair the mirror. So it's one of the many components that we need to bring to the table the next time.
Sure. But how do you extract light from an egg?
Great question. I have no idea. So that's why I was just shouting into the air to knock in its direction that we need to procure the light. We need to get the light from this false egg. So,
right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Can do that once it's defeated.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Okay. Right. Go egg.
Go egg.
Egg turn. Egg go. Yes. Roll. Let's see. We're all rolling low today.
Oh, good. That's good. That makes me happy.
Yeah, because all your initiatives are higher than this. So I'm like, even if I take advantage of the terrain, I can't get to you. So yeah, rolled a 5. So cool. Yeah. So maybe just because it's been heavily damaged and now like its little elbow joint on one side is also damaged. It takes another kind of smack into the muck near your group, but does not seem to be effective.
The slurp.
Yeah, into the
please.
slurp. Sorry, let's be technical here.
We do. We really have to be.
All right, very well.
It's important.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that's crab time.
Okay, crab time.
Crab
so
time.
Then crab time.
All right.
Yeah.
So I am. Well, I had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Time.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
This may have some unexpected outcomes. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Casting a spell. It's called The Illness of May.
Oh, yeah.
This spell brings upon enemies the magical force known as Gogatsubiyo, or May sickness, which saps one's will to do anything other than mope. Though the normal magic check is required, the target suffers tired 6, no matter what their condition is.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Wow. All right. I'm assuming you cast that successfully.
I did.
Okay. Tired 6 on something that has a condition of 6 or less. Basically, as soon as you cast this spell, those of you around Ren would feel like kind of the sweltering, humid heat of like the worst part of summer, basically. And then you see this false egg just go, and like its claws flop into the schlorp, and it just goes sleepy time.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Right.
So I'll say, good job, Ren.
Yeah, although we'll see if we can find its light now.
Well, yeah. So I'll look at Akhenet.
Yeah. He's already got like
putting gloves on.
the sharpening steel and
Oh my god.
this giant like 5 foot long steel pole. Sharpening knife, sword. All right. Yeah, let's get to work. Ooh, this is gonna be I mean, this isn't the only false egg in the world, so
no pressure. We just thought while we're here, might as well try it, see if it works. Yeah.
Come out to the coast, get together, have a few laughs.
That's right.
All right. Got my 2d6 to try and harvest materials from a defeated monster. All right, 8.
Okay.
8.
I will remind you, this thing is
basically
sleeping. Are you just trying to harvest the light, or are you?
No. you have to do the humane thing. Like,
are you putting it out? Like, are you trying to take everything from it, and so you are killing it? I'm just asking for a friend.
Oh, you can take the light out.
Why does your friend care about these details?
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
I mean, I don't know that it's necessarily cool to leave this thing like that vending machine meme, you know? Like the light inside has gone out, but I still work. Like, that's not cool. It's a fanciful land.
Very well. All right. So you humanely dispatch the false egg, also protecting other travelers who may come along.
That's right.
Being tricked by the friendly
That's
egg.
exactly the reason.
Yeah, that's precisely it, and that's the only humane thing we've ever decided to do.
Yes,
only
that's
that.
why we wanted to do that.
Yes.
Yep. And so you do collect 3 servings of crab with a K.
Nice.
What? Wait, what?
It's
just false to the bone.
It's artificial crab, yeah.
Or not to the bone, but to the shell or to the whatever.
You also, from its claws, where it had its false eye spots, pull out these It looks like some sort of symbiotic, like phosphorescent fungus of some kind, the light of the false egg, which you have. And then I will tell you part of what can be collected from this creature is one of its shell pieces with its coloration on it, which counts as a light, cute shield.
I will take that on. Light,
that
cute
has,
shield.
Crab shell shield would complement your pirate vibe.
It would,
very
wouldn't
nicely,
it?
I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
It's light
Awesome.
cute. So
That's right.
That's awesome.
It's both light and cute.
Yay. Wow. All right. Great job, everybody.
Yeah.
Now we have some crab for dinner.
Indeed.
True. And then Akane, I know the other thing you were doing along the journey, combat notwithstanding, is looking for herbs.
Yeah. Can't remember if I made my herb gathering roll. I don't think I
It
did.
wasn't reported to me, so I would assume you have to roll it if you did not know.
I don't think you
I
did.
do.
Yeah.
10 the hard way. Double fives.
So, yep, you are successful in gathering a swamp herb.
Yeah, so I have another daybreak crimson flower.
Yeah, that's a good one for swamp.
So
for
now
sure.
I have 2 in my herb bottle, which means after today I'll have 5 days left of freshness. So careful.
All right. So now the time has come to find a good spot to set up your camp.
I was like borderline threatening, and then
that's nothing
Set up
bad.
camp.
Yeah.
All
good
Set up
things.
camp.
right.
So I know typically 2 of you set up camp while one of you cooks dinner.
Yeah.
So I assume that will be normal business. So camp checks, whoever is the helper will roll first to see if you give a bonus to the other. So you may decide amongst yourselves how it will be.
Well, I mean, my condition isn't great.
Mine's an 8.
Oh, mine was also a 8.
Oh,
so
okay. Nice.
Are you feeling lucky or what?
I'm casting the alarm bell first of all.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I could do it. I can do it.
Okay.
I reckon.
Wait, your dex is 8 or is it your dex 10?
Dex 8. Dex
Mine
8 with
too.
this condition.
Oh, okay. Then mine would be 6 then.
Okay.
So
better do it.
okay, yeah. So you should do it, and then I can help. So the helper goes first, right?
Yep. So dex plus int.
Okay. Let me get me my things. Okay. Okay, 7.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Ren, you will have a +1 on your camp check.
Cool. And the alarm bell gives a +1, so that's +2. 11 total.
Okay. Very good. That is a successful camp check. So talk to me a little bit about your 2 process. Even though you're not feeling the greatest today, it goes well.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
What's going on?
Yeah, I think we're kind of like just really focused on making sure it's as comfortable as possible because we need to lay down.
Like
so it's just kind of like out of necessity of just like gotta make sure this is really nice and cozy because we really need it.
Exactly.
All right. And then Akane, you're making some dinner. Do you want to roll to see how that goes?
Yes. And since I'm using the crab, well, I don't know. Because I have a +1 to cooking checks, but only when they're ocean-based dishes. I don't know if this is an ocean kind of crab or not. Like
I think because it can be false crab may be used in a similar manner to real crab that it would still count.
still count as ocean-based.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the California roll version of whatever you would normally.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh, I said a food.
Yeah.
You did.
All right. And your difficulty is the topography.
My difficulty, because I'm using craft food, not trail cooking,
right,
is based on the like price, right?
Oh, gotcha,
So
gotcha.
let's see here. But I don't know how to determine the like gold cost for this table because it just gives you.
No, I know we discussed it, but I
numbers.
don't think you wrote it down. But that's okay. Because you're just making food for the group.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So the difficulty wouldn't be very high then. And what did you say you rolled?
I got a 6.
Okay. Yep. That's
so
fine.
I tied the lowest target number.
Yeah. No, that would be fine. Because you're just making like single serving for 3 people. So that's, that's good. Okay. You make it, it's not your best recipe. Talk to me about why. I mean, it's good. No one's going to complain about it. But why did it not turn out the way you wanted?
I think that I overcooked my bean curd skin. So it's maybe a little too chewy because I wanted to make these like bean curd skin like fold over type of empanada type of things, right? With bean curd skin and crab and vegetables and other deliciousness inside. That all turned out okay, but I think that I overcooked it, so it was a little rubbery because that stuff will go sideways on you. Bean curd skin is not easy to work with.
Probably dealing with more humidity than you're used to too, because 1, it's a swamp, but 2, you're being followed by like just a gang of rain dragons.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, everything's a little wonky, but yeah.
I was also distracted by having to make little tiny ones for each one of the dragons as well, and so that's like another 160 little things like this big,
oh my god,
or whatever. It gets hectic in the kitchen. Stand back.
It's true.
All right. Very well. All right. So you have some dinner. It's fine. Your camp, very comfortable considering where you are and everything. The weather is finally in your favor at least, so that's helping. And you go to sleep. David, tell me a little bit more about your alarm bell spell.
So this is the
Don't
fox
tell Rainy
scream.
about that.
This is the fox scream if if the alarm gets tripped. Within 10 meters of the bell. So the bell is centered over the middle of the camp. Hopefully it's a good diameter there.
Okay, cool. Then to know exactly how this goes, I will have all of you roll your condition check for the next morning to see, because if that alarm wakes you up, certainly you may not be as rested. But so let's let the condition checks tell us. So that's strength and spirit. You will have, it's just a straight roll for this one.
Okay.
That's 5.
Ooh, your condition extra bad this morning. Okay. Yeah.
Retired. Oh, I got an 11.
Yeah, you're fine.
Although I still have my hit points are still down a little.
You got good rest, so you're how far down were your hit points?
I was at 18, so 7 less than what I usually have.
Yeah, you would be able to heal those back up then.
Okay. All right.
How about magic points?
Great.
Magic points, were you down less than half of them?
Yes.
All right, then you would get them back. All right. Aknet, how is your condition check?
My condition is 11.
Oh, okay. So 2 of you slept very well. One of you did not.
Yeah.
All right. I think maybe in this case, it's just that the way you cast the alarm spell, maybe it didn't go off quite as you thought it would. So when it is triggered in the night, you're the only one that gets startled awake by it because it plays
Oh my
just
God.
for you. So like you're like deep asleep and all of a sudden you're like, like you're just like and you get to like gently wake everyone else up so they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you are awoken maybe a little bit earlier than you want to be by your alarm spell.
Ooh.
Okay. Is it still dark out?
Yeah, the sun is starting to peek through the trees. But there's certainly, you see some light outside the tent.
All right. I'll stick my head out through the tent flaps and see what I can see.
You see a group of 6 leathery eggs standing there outside of your tent. And when you stick your head out, they all give you thumbs up.
Oh, yay.
All right. I'll just scowl at them and then go back to sleep.
All right.
Oh.
No wonder everyone else is well rested because you didn't even tell them it was happening.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth waking anybody up over.
Yeah. So the next morning, everyone gets up, you're starting to do your thing. And as soon as one of you comes out of the tent, you see the group of eggs still there. And whoever comes out first, thumbs up.
Yay. I love it. So I'm just like happy to see the eggs. I'm just like, yay. And I'll say, oh, like these be considered true eggs or just like swamp eggs?
These are true type eggs. They are not false eggs. They're just nice ones.
Damn it. So I'll think about it and I'm like, I don't want to hurt any of these swamp eggs. I'm willing to take a true dickish egg, take their light away as opposed to these swamp eggs. So I'm going to let them be.
Okay.
Although they are kind of creepy just staring at us and like giving thumbs up. Like it's still
there's still
creepy.
eggs there. They're going to be a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So yeah, as you're cleaning up camp, they're just following around, like helping to smooth stuff over and everything. And then like giving you thumbs up every time they help with something.
Oh my God. We get it.
So
we get
helpful.
it. They are very helpful. It's true. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. So I can tell that Ren looks a little bedraggled. So I'll approach you and just be like, are you okay? What happened?
Those swamp eggs woke me up in the night.
Oh. Well,
They're just lucky we already got the light from that other one.
Well, look.
I'd be wanting to crack them open if I could.
No, leave the swamp eggs alone. Just save your rage for the other types of eggs. What am I saying? All right. So
save your rage for the other eggs.
So why don't we hit the road, and do you want to play some music for the dragons?
I would love to. Okay. Another 8.
Yay!
Day of 8s.
Yeah. They seem to maybe know the drill at this point. As soon as they hear the tune play, they all kind of get in line and start following you.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Yep. And yeah, all the swamp eggs do their little dance and they like give you thumbs up as you
Yay!
head out of the camp.
Good.
Sweet.
Nice. So I think we want to progress, just heading towards Sea Glass still.
Yep. This would be your last day of travel, or you would get to Sea Glass. So again, no direction check needed, but let's go ahead and make a quick we can make a quick travel check. So strength and dex, but everyone would have a +2 as you are very familiar with the way.
8 again. My God.
What the heck? Even with a +2?
That's with the +2.
Is it with your +1 to all journey checks?
Thank you for the reminder. I actually have a +2 to all journey checks now.
Oh, plus
I'm
2
level
now.
5
Yeah, that's
double
true.
minstrel.
Yep.
So
Oh my god.
I'm a minstrel.
All
Yeah,
right.
so 10. Actually.
Okay, there you go. Oh, so good. Okay.
So mine was 15.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
With the +1, I got a 16. So awesome.
Wow. Yeah, you all just make your way through. This is a very easy path. The last time you came through here, it was raining and muddy and gross.
Mhm.
And now you actually get to kind of enjoy the scenery, and it's beautiful as you pass through this kind of forested area heading back to the grasslands. And yeah, was there anything that anyone wanted to do while traveling today?
I don't think so. I'm really focused.
Always gather herbs. So
All right. Always be gathering.
Yeah.
always be gathering.
Okay. Very well.
I
Would
feel
you like to roll
that's-
your gathering?
I would. I can never remember what the roll is. The dex plus int.
I can tell you.
Probably.
Use my scrolling sounds, please.
Herb the
Let's
Gathering.
Oh my god.
see. Yeah.
No.
wait. No, it's strength plus int.
Yeah.
Whoa, weird.
Because that's it's what
Oh.
you use to gather the raspberries. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, that's fine. That's okay. It's fine. That's no problem. All right. Yeah. All right. Wah, wah, 5.
Oh.
Okay.
What the heck, man?
Jeez.
1
Yeah,
on my strength check.
Brutal.
So
It's just too beautiful out here. You're just enjoying yourself. You're not really looking around
Mhm.
for little herbies.
Yeah.
miss all the herbs.
Yep. But yeah, there's a little skittering of dragons following you around.
Yay.
And yeah, and you make your way towards sea glass. And as you approach sea glass, you notice that it looks different than the last time you were here. There are streamers and like all of these like pretty little decorations everywhere. And these like strange paper mache like figures that like are like hung around the town that look like if you took the top half is the front part of a cow, but then the bottom part is like a fish. So it's like a mercow. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
They seem to be having some sort of celebration.
Surf and turf.
Oh.
I think to
Wow.
myself.
You think to yourself.
Cool.
Okay.
So I think we would just head to the glassworks first.
All right.
What kind of
So-
weather is it? What kind of weather's happening?
So it is sunny and beautiful. The sea is calm. And as you enter the glassworks, your aunt like looks up at you and says, "Ah, you made it back just in time for the Milkmaid Festival."
Yes. Milkmaid.
Yep. And that is where we will pick up next
Oh,
time. This is where you will learn all about the strange sea creature called the Milkmaid.
Oh, what?
Yep.
David, don't be so upset.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. You're acting like as though we're like in a Cthulhu game and it's just like, oh my God. You're truly, there's some disgust in your voice, I'm noticing.
What? No. I was just like, I don't know. I was surprised.
Yeah, okay. And more shocked than odd.
Yes. Shock. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
I was blindsided by that take on Milkmaid myself. So
Mhm. Thank you.
All right.
I was
I feel
also
seen.
works.
surprised by this creature they called a milkmaid and
Oh my
her
God.
lore.
Oh no.
Which is delightful.
Oh,
and strange. And I don't want to ask a lot of questions about it, but you probably will, so I'll have to answer them, and it's fine.
Hey, they may not have questions. I have tons of questions always, so you can count on that.
Has questions.
Always.
Yes.
Always have questions.
Yeah.
Gosh, awesome time. Awesome game, everybody. Great job, Rainy.
Situations best left unconsidered.
There are many things that you will learn about how they celebrate the milkmaid.
I'm scared. Stop saying it like it's like some freaking like sequel to Midsommar. Like, I don't need that.
Exactly. Thank you. This is what I was picking up on.
Midsommar vibes? Yeah. All right. Please stop, Rainy. You think you're not scary, but you are super scary.
What? It's Ryuutama. There's nothing weird or scary in this game. It's all innocuous and fun and innocent.
Lies.
We've definitely not run into anything weird or gross or anything. So it's good. It's all good.